Guys, you're absolutely killing your business. Let me explain. Okay guys, we're here with one of my teams, and one of the videos that you guys ask for the most, I would say, and it's actually on my list, is a home protection video. Now, we've been here for less than 10 minutes, I would say, okay? So all we're doing here is we're downstreaming this house. They already started. They're in the back right now, and but I'm gonna show you. So what happened is when we pulled up, you see our truck over there? When we pulled up, the first thing that we did is we connected to our water, okay? Obviously, we can't work without water. The next thing, we went around and we did what's called home and plant protection. Now, let's talk about home protection first. You guys see there the black bags. Guys, these black bags, they're contractor bags. You get them at Lowe's. It's like, I wanna say 15 bucks or 20 bucks for the box. And we have a box on the truck. And then that blue painter's tape, you see it's the thick one. You see that, guys? Real thick. And what we do is, what you see underneath here, let me see if I can move one of these for you guys. You see that right there, guys? Look at that. So imagine that right there, guys. Imagine we were spraying SH all over that. That's your Verizon box, by the way. So if we were spraying SH all over that, we would fry this person's internet, okay? So this is very important because, you know, guys, I've been in this business for a long time, and everything I've learned by doing it the wrong way first, okay? And I'm telling you right now, if you're not doing this right here, you will fry most people's homes that you go to. If you're spraying solution on their homes, you're going to fry their internet. Now, here, there's not a Verizon box, but there's a, that's where the what's it called? The box for the sprinkler system. So we cover that as well. And then we put a tape right here on top. This is the electrical, it goes to the electrical box inside the garage, okay? So again, I was saying about the internet. Guys, you guys gotta remember something. We live in an era where almost everybody works from home, right? And so they got their Zoom calls and you know, they're doing their training sessions and everything. You do not want to fry a person's internet. This is very unprofessional, and then you're going to piss off a lot of people, get some bad reviews. And if you're doing it this way, it's 100%, you are 100% guaranteeing yourself, because you see on here, guys, you see the solution on there? See that? And it's just dripping on a bag, and then it goes to the ground. So, you know, that way I'm guaranteeing myself. And obviously we do this, guys, because we have fried, I don't know, 100 plus since we started our company. It got so bad to a point that obviously we had to develop a system behind it. So, you know, so you guys see Verizon box or any sort of, you know, box that's wired of any kind. In this case here, the Verizon box, and also, like I mentioned, the box for your sprinkler system. And then we also put tape. What we want to prevent in these situations, you notice I didn't put it on a side, right? So we teach our guys not to spray sideways like that. And so we only put it on top because we're trying to prevent the solution from going behind there and running down the wires and tripping up their electricity, okay? And now I'm gonna say this too about the electricity. There was a house that we did about 2 years ago, guys, that, oh my God, their box inside their house, I think it was in the garage, got burnt up because of our solution. I mean, completely burned up. And, you know, we had to send a specialist out there, guys. It cost us at that time, it was like 800 bucks. And the guy was actually part of my network. He's actually a customer of mine that has not a plumbing, what's it called, an electrical company. Anyway, my point is, he told me himself, he's like, dude, you got to put a system behind how you're doing this stuff, because, oh, let me go this way, guys, because my guys are spraying and they're coming around the corner. So anyway, he said, if you don't have a system, you're going to damage people's homes. You see that right there, guys? Now this right here is the control box for the garage. Just put a piece of tape over that. And then on the other side, there's another one. You see that? right there. Same dealio, just a tape on top to prevent that. So, you know, and he was right, I needed to develop a system. So you see all the outlets or anything that has a cable connected to it, we have a little piece of tape that protects the chemical from going behind there, right? You guys see here, and then let's come here. A couple things here. So every outlet, you guys see on there, every outlet, right, has tape to prevent it from going in the back. This is one of those old, what is it called, doorbell systems, so we taped that up. This right here, guys, that's your Ring camera. I'm telling you this right now, if you are not wrapping up your Ring cameras, you're going to damage people's Ring cameras. We damaged about 18 of them before we developed this system. You see, look, it's completely in tune. It's completely cocooned. There's just absolutely no way. And then this is the very last thing we do, you know, before we leave, we take up all the tape. And then also this right here, I'm gonna tell you what that is. So as I move around here, guys, so we put tape also in the doorknobs because it will happen to you where essentially, look, the guys are coming around already. Essentially what's going to happen is the solution will get in the doorknob and it will completely fry the doorknob and the key won't work anymore. So here's the other thing here, guys. Every home you're gonna go to has, you know, AC units, right? In this case here, he has 2 of them. And these are the control boxes for the AC units. And look at that, tape, right? And again, you know, the reason why I tell you this, guys, is because, you know, I don't want you to make the mistakes that I've made. And there's been 2 times now where we went to do a house, and as soon as we were on the side where we were doing the AC, their AC stopped working. We had to send people to diagnose it and fix the problem, you know, and it was because of the solution. It was because of the SH. And when was it? About 3 years ago we started doing this. The problem never happened again. And you see right here the electrical, same dealio. I am guaranteeing myself that I'm not gonna get any chemical. You see that, guys? How am I gonna get chemical in there, right? I just told you that we teach our guys not to spray sideways, and then, you know, the chemical that's coming up from up there is gonna run down. It's gonna run into our tape here, and it's just gonna flow off, right? And again, this is what we did when we first got to this house. That's what we did. We just came all around and we're taping stuff up. You see it? You see that right there, guys? Doorknob. And by the way, if this happens to you where the customer calls you and says, hey, I don't know what happened, but after you left, I tried to use my key and it wouldn't work. You just spray a little bit of WD-40 on there and it clears it right up. But the bottom line is, you know, that's an annoyance to the customer. Another electrical outlet. And then there was like a cable box right here where you see the tape right there. Some kind of cable box of some kind. And we taped that up as well. All right. Here's Miguel. He's the driver of one of the teams. Putting a little bit. Oh, look at that, guys. Wow. Man, that's really burned up. So he's putting our company solution on there, Goofy Juice. See if we can clear that up. And then let me show you up here as well. Going up the deck here, guys. And, you know, I was saying when we first pulled up, that's what we were doing. We were doing plant protection, home protection. You guys see this right here? Right there. Okay, there you go. Right? Electrical outlet. And then one of these old boxes. Just so you guys can see. And they're pretty much done. I think they're about to turn to water. Man, we only been here for like 10 minutes. But that's what happens, you know, when you have trained people, you have chemical knowledge, you have right equipment. But anyway, so let's wrap around to the front here and see what they're doing. But I was saying also, guys, here it is. While the other one's doing the downstreaming, one guy's doing touch-ups. What you want to do, guys, is with plant protection now. Let's move on to plant protection. Any potted plants, you know, so this is, it can be annuals or perennials, it doesn't matter. Any pots, any plants that are inside pots, you want to move them away from the house. And what we do is, we didn't run into any here, but we put them, you know, 10, 15 feet away from the house, right? Your potted plants. And the reason why we do that is, you know, from our experience, you know, potted plants, even if you're watering them afterwards, you know, you're still going to kill the plant that's in there, right? So that's very important. And the other thing is, you know, at the very end, what we're going to do, guys, is, you know, when we switch our system to water, and he's doing the second round now, he's doing just touch-ups. But, you know, when we switch our system to water, what we're going to do is, you know, wet everything down. In this case here, I mean, you see he's just got grass, doesn't have a lot of plants. I think he's got 1 or 2 plants here on the side, and then some plants in the front. And we put, depending on the plant, the bigger plants we put 30 to 45 seconds of water, and then the smaller plants we put 15 to 25 seconds of water. And that's pretty much it. You know, when I wasn't doing this, guys, by the way, I mean, I could sit here and tell you stories of all the times I've damaged plants, and I've damaged people's, you know, internet. And like I said, we destroyed 18 Ring cameras in the last 3 years until we developed this system that I'm telling you, right? And, you know, you get tired of that. And then also, you know, it's terrible customer service, because, you know, what customer wants that? I remember it was the year before last. I'm going to tell you this, guys, a quick story. The year before last, you know, we went to do a house, and the guy had one of those retractable awnings, you know, at his house. And my guy did not, you know, wrap up the, you know, put tape on the electrical outlet. And what happened was right where the motor was, I'm saying, it was right where the motor was, and he didn't put any tape there. And then what happened was we fried the motor of the awning. And it was like a $600 or $700 motor, little motor. And, you know, they sent somebody to fix it, and we had to pay the bill. And, you know, if you think about it, you know, the worst part is, guys, that's a customer that is never going to call Mr. Bubbles ever again. You see what I'm saying? And we don't want that. So this house was very, very dirty, by the way. I mean, it was very, very dirty. You know something I always do on the channel before I let you guys go? We always talk about how we picked up this customer. And that was the first thing I asked him, and he said that he got a flyer on his door. So one of our teams must have been out here and did a neighbor and put the 5 rounds, and that's how we picked up this job here. So, but there you have it, guys. I really appreciate you watching this, you know, how to prep a house for a pressure wash video. And, you know, make sure you guys tune in to the next one. We're going to do another shop episodes. I really, really, really love doing the shop episodes with you guys, where we get to sit down and talk and talk about business stuff. And then also, make sure you guys email me, because I got a lot of great resources to send you guys, you know, including your pricing blueprint. It's a PDF, 2-page PDF, to teach you guys exactly the pricing that you're going to need for, you know, in order for you to make a lot of money in a pressure washing business. You don't want to get your pricing wrong, okay? But there you have it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.